penalty. His pension has been solved because of the penalty. Pleadings were complete. If your lordship permits me to move it on Wednesday or Friday.
Move it.
Move it means to place it before your lordship. Not any pending. It is a pending case.
You want a
Listing of
admission.
it, admission, but on Wednesday or Friday.
Friday. Have it on Wednesday.
Wednesday. Obliged.
My pleasure. Regarding item number 5, Lordship, the contempt petition on 5th of June, Lordship, file one petition for imprisonment, Lordship. That is not take to it. That I may take up at 2 p.m. along with that IA, Lordship.
Come on Wednesday.
Yes.
Item 5 for Friday.
Along with the IA, Lordship.
Item 5 be listed on Friday. It is submitted by the council that an IA has been filed for imprisonment of registering result IA stated by the right. Do you have the serial number, etc.?
Yes, Lordship.
Give the serial number.
Obliged.
Let the IA be listed along with the contempt petition, right?
Obliged.
Exactly, sir. Lordship, I beg to mention item number 40 of today's list.
40.
40. It may take 2 weeks.
Why?
Have some difficulty.
What difficulty?
Personally.
Item 40 be listed after 4 weeks. The request made by Mr.
Obliged.
With the consent of other side, I beg to mention item number 44. I am praying for 10 days time to file our rejoinder affidavit.
Rejoinder.
Lordship, I'm for the respondent. We have already filed our affidavit last December. Kindly a date be fixed before vacation, Lordship. Last time also they took time for filing affidavit.
The request made by Mr. Rayna. It listed after 2 weeks. They begin to file the rejoinder affidavit. So appears for the respondent.
1 year. Do the a date, Lordship. A date be fixed, Lordship. Any date before vacation.
It's difficult to keep dates before the vacation.
Any date.
Immediately after vacation.
Yes, but any date.
After the
Yeah. Obliged, Lordship. Obliged.
Please, Your Lordship. Lordship, in item number 15, Lordship, an IA has been filed for imprisonment of party, Lordship, and for the petitioner, Lordship. Kindly 2 weeks time granted to file our application in the IA.
notice issued in the IA.
Yes.
Notice issued. Is it a fresh IA? Who has filed the IA?
One and complete, Lordship, the RDR party.
You find out notice is issued, otherwise we'll have to issue notice first. Item 15 listed after the request made by
M. Nirolal.
Appearing on behalf of the petitioner with the applicant.
May I please along? The concern to the other side, Lordship, recommending item number 30 and 31. The matters may kindly be adjourned for today. Senior Mr. R. Then he went to his native place.
30, 31 to be listed after 4.
Obliged.
The other side, I mentioned item number 25 of the daily list. 3 weeks time may be given to file our affidavit.
So I'm the petitioner for the item number. I am the petitioner. The date may be fixed after vacation.
25, 3 weeks time. Paid for by the government for the responsible. First of August.
Item number 43. Land member HK Monto is out, disposed of. So it will be returned to court.
Item 43, the request made on behalf of the HK Monto. It listed after in the month of July.
After 2 weeks.
In July.
Okay.
Item one.
But on the last occasion, instruction was called for. Lord.
What instruction?
So this is a association's case, Lordship. And they have some grievance that one, they are the employees of the department, Inland Water Transport Department,
Handing over.
and they want that they were have apprehending that they will be taken to Assam Inland Waterways Company Limited. So the association had a meeting recently on 4th of April 2025, and where the issues which they are raising before this honorable court, it was thoroughly discussed, and the discussion was like this. The MD AIWCL explained that the employees of IWT Assam who were to be deputed or attached or deployed to AIWCL, that is the corporation, shall continue to retain their existing service status as government servants, and their service conditions shall remain unaltered during the period of such deputation, attachment, deployment as the case may. And those who are having 3 years of service left, so they will not be considered for deployment also. And their association has agreed. So how can they have come before this honorable
No,
court?
that is for this meeting has taken place pursuant to the filing of this writ petition. Lordship. This is a subsequent development. Lordship.
I don't think it is a subsequent
Yes.
development. When was this petition filed?
When did the meeting take place?
In April. Yes, it is subsequent.
April 25.
File an affidavit of this. The minor file an affidavit. Then it may be
So
closed.
if you agree, we'll close it today itself with the
Let them file, let it be on record.
submit. Right. That's it. We help with the petitioner and the government petition. We got and submit. And parties will agree without it. Here, might this decision taken in the be permitted to be brought on record. Then after
Let it come after 1 week. In the meantime, we'll file it.
we get the 5. Serve. We don't
Lordship.
18 to
Highly authorized.
Yes, my lord. Last occasion it was directed to obtain instruction whether medical facility is there or not. To my information received from my client, my lord, there is no such facility. There is one hospital is there 20 kilometers away. There is a government hospital.
Medical, one hospital in 38 kilometers.
you get your doctor's opinion that the treatment cannot be carried on in this hospital.
Yes, my lord.
Will be-
I will take time.
Is he required to be constantly under medical condition?
Yes, my lord.
Frequent,
That
frequent
frequently after 2 days.
after.
Every after 2 days.
Right? You bring it on record. You give him a copy. In terms of the earlier orders passed by the court, the the learner CPC has placed before the court certain instructions received with regard to the medical facilities available in the at Farakka, state of West Bengal. And the general report. And the that there is one small hospital available. And what is FBP?
That is
FBD Manoj, this
Farak-
Farakka Bridge project. Farakka Bridge project it is in a remote place, my lord,
The
from the town.
Farakka beach, where OPD cases are addressed. In case of any emergency, such cases are either taken to Malda Medical College or by Bahramapur Medical College. Just waited approximately at 38 kilometers at night. They the council, the other end of it, that the medical condition of its son is far serious, by medical evaluation and supervision almost every 2 3 days. He therefore that detailed medical report and evaluation in respect of the son be permitted to be filed by way of affidavit. And be placed before the court of the date is taken. And 20
Yes.
20 June
20 interim order
passed earlier because till the next day.
like
Another appeared for the criminal earlier on 5/3/25. Council 5/3/25 and 24/3/25. Council hearing representing the petitioner early appeared for the court to submit that they withdrawal of Kalana. The application withdrawal of Kalana 5/30/25 to the PLC by its grade 3 was permitted in giving the petitioner for the withdrawal of the council and the purpose there to grade 3 issued with the petitioner withdrawal of Kalana on 2/4/2024. The office note dated 5/6/2025 reflects that no intimation has been received that arrangement for it. And as regards any alternative arrangement following the withdrawal of the earlier council, that appears that the petitioner implying reading the information that therefore stands closed, stands dismissed and closed. Any interim order that they have passed and so on. Pending IS of
Please do not. I pray this matter be taken up after some time. He who is the engaged counsel, he's on leg.
right. none appears for the petitioner involved. The earlier date, Mr. Rahul Ami, I, Ghulam Rahul Ami, appeared as a petitioner in person. Notice issued and petitioner in person was permitted to take steps. I respect to take within 1 week. It's not dated 6/5 and 25 like that. Steps have not yet been received by the region. The concern of not extending it. Although that's the that's different.
My lord, in this case, my lord, I have taken steps, my lord. There's
You have
contempt-
taken step. The instruction. Affidavit has been filed. Who is the you are appearing for?
I am appearing for your lordship respondent number, all the respondents. Your
So respondent 3 has filed some affidavit.
Yes.
What is the direction of the court?
At least, my lord, at page 163, my lord. 163. Page 163, my lord. Serial number 1 and 2, my lord.
So what step, what is happening?
Lordship, problem is that the in the original order, your lordship, direction has been given to all the respondents. That means Ministry of Jal Shakti as well as Water Resource, your lordship. But your lordship, Ministry of Jal Shakti is not party in original writ petition also and in contempt also, your lordship. Lordship, our stand is we could release the fund only the ministry has released here. After releasing the fund from the Ministry of Jal Shakti, your lordship. And state share we have already released. There is minimum state share, your lordship. 90%, 10%, 80%, 20%, and in some cases 70%, 30%, your lordship. A series of writ petitions are disposed of with the common order, your lordship. May I pray one thing, your lordship?
Yes.
Present also there are several cases, your lordship, where the same controversy arises, your lordship. And
No, this is already settled. It's a matter of contempt, compliance.
yes, your lordship.
Have you filed any appeal against?
No, no.
Then
Only lordship,
comply.
we have filed a review in some cases, your lordship. We have filed almost all cases where the Ministry of Jal Shakti is not party, your lordship. And in this case also, let me
Ministry is not a party.
Earlier, also, my lord, in repetition, we filed a repetition. Jal Shakti board was not a party.
You please come to page number 163.
My lord,
Serial number 2.
my lord.
The direction is to the ministry. Has the ministry been informed?
No, my lord.
Then?
My lord, actually, at the time of filing the repetition, my lord, we did not file, my lord. At that time, my lord, Jal Shakti was not a necessary party. While,
You
my lord,
did not file. They
in
are
other
not a-
cases, in other repetitions, there are several repetitions, my lord. This is a common judgment, that's why, my lord.
So why have you
My
filed?
lord, may I pray, my lord? This may be my dispose of with the direction to my lord, Jal Shakti party, so we will submit a representation, my lord.
Hmm?
We will submit a representation, my lord.
You submit why there is this is a contempt petition, isn't it?
My lord.
You submit representation before which authority?
Jal Shakti, my lord. Ministry of Jal Shakti.
you submit. Then we are closing the contempt petition.
My lord, ma'am.
Heard that there's a Rahman. Water resource. And
I'm not.
the contempt petition has been directed in fight, taking it to disobedience. The direction contained in the order dated 27/9/2022, asking WPP number 22 and other committee. By the same order, following direction 22 3 and 1. The petitioners have thereafter represented for the water resources business very in the matter, and the respondent water resources department filed their affidavit, wherein it is stated that the share of state share is 10%,
Yes, your lord.
10%,
10%.
10%, and 90% is fixed by the yourselves. As far as the state share is concerned, in terms of the asset, the dealing has been in terms of the affidavit filed by executive engineer, water resources department. Now, the demand has been submitted for release of funds. The admitted amount of 9,90,835 for execution of work, the scheme, page number 169. The office of the chief engineer has submitted a city for demand for an amount of 1,984567 against the admitted liability from the available budget. There are the learned counsel for the made by the counsel for the water resources department that in view of the nature of the scheme, nature of release of funds in the scheme, as state share is restricted to 10% and 90% is released by the Ministry of Electricity. The ministry, the exact the status of release of the fund, the status of the position for release of fund will be available with the Ministry of Electricity, which, however, did not made a party in the present proceeding. They were also not made party in the writ petition, which the out of which the present contempt arises. What was your writ petition?
My petition is page, my lord. Page 180. 180.
What was the number?
Number is, my lord, 892
892.
oblique 2022.
Eight-
Oblique number 892 oblique 2022. Page number 180. madam.
180.
Sorry, my lord, 150, 150. 150.
890. 894, 2020. The learned counsel for the petitioner has also fairly submitted that Ministry of Jal Shakti was not carried as a party respondent in the PPT 892 of 2020. The third circumstance, the council that it should be permitted, be permitted to file necessary representation before the Ministry of Jal Shakti, enclosing a copy of the order and with a demand for release of said amount paid, account payable, prayer not being objected to by the respondent. The court is also of the view that upon perusal of the materials before this court, you see that in WPC number 892 of 2022, Ministry of Jal Shakti was not carried as a party. Consequently, in the present contempt proceedings also, Ministry of Jal Shakti was not carried as a party. That view of the matter, the contempt petition stands to is the proof court. The petitioner permitted file necessary representation before the as 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 paid for and for the copy of the order dated disposing of the going to another part of the petition, including the eight of petition.
Right. With the order, well, it's done now in the personal department. More time is of time the order.
Yes. How much time? How much
No,
more
it's
time?
roughly 50 after vacation. Well, in the meantime, the winter.
One thing I fail to understand, when there is a time limit given, why is the department not filing for
In the meantime, there are
extension
some
of time?
department office, department, some new person.
Whatever it may be, there is an order saying
Yes,
that
Lord,
you have
there
to
is
comply within such and such
That-
time. It is as if that this period is not to be
No, that's not
kept in view.
No.
You are already in contempt.
the process. What is the amount we have to pay and all this?
Whatever is to be done, this order was it passed inter party.
No, no.
You are aware of what the order was passed. You have not filed an appeal. You have not filed a review.
No.
You have not even filed an application for extension of time.
Lord, and sometime early in the meantime.
No, you give us a fixed period of time.
Lordship will fix it on 15th of July, my lord. Meantime,
Sir, yes, Mukhtar, and- That's directive. The amount we have the right personal department board. Within not be right.
Later.
Yeah, opening, enabling, enabling the response. Comply, prayer made by the humanity, taken by the expected that carried by the daily report.
Like
It's from 50.
item 9.
Happy good Lord. Step not completed. I will take the step.
You have taken step. No.
I will-
Still for the from type, take steps in terms of the order date. 18, 12, 20. It's up.
Keep your leave.
10. Please, your lord. My lord, this matter has already become infructuous, my lord, because already the
Order complied.
already complied during the pendency of
It is submitted by the company. That might be might be during taking it. Anyone for the respondent here?
no, my. This is the second time that has come. Oblige. 11.
Yes, yes, yes. My lord. Petitioner of the husband or husband of the my lord, husband of the petitioner. Husband of the yes, good for the secretary. You are appearing for the secretary.
I am appearing for principal secretary.
Secretary Kudaigaon Mahakuma
Lordship, as a BTC, I could appear, but in contempt, he is not a party here.
Although you are crossing the file from one my lord to other. My lord,
And my instruction is at 10th April. They were asked to.
after that order only this order.
Yes, Lordship.
What was this order? It's not a transfer. Yes, that was the order.
I should take the instruction, Lordship, except from the
Bring the
secretary.
instruction.
Lord.
In terms of the communication dated 9/6, whether it has been transferred. The file has been sent to commissioner. It is to be submitted to commissioner. Yes, yes. Secretary is commissioner, he is the commissioner, secretary or commissioner.
My lord, the proposal for the pension, my lord, has to come from this Mahkuma Commissioner.
Correct. Has to come commissioner's office or secretary's office.
Director office, my lord, commissioning.
Please get the instruction
From the secretary meeting.
from the secretary, Kutaigaon, Mahkuma. You share a copy of
We
the
already shared. Share with the people.
in terms of the communication.
Right.
Time, commissioner cannot had Kutaigaon. Requiring pension. Husband of the alternative commission of PNR. At the end. However, later, whether the pension to the not available are the setting up with the in court, the hearing for respondent number
One.
with it to obtain the required take it to apply now of health status up to the late, what is his name? Sattar Ali
Yes, ma'am.
to the office of the commissioner PNRD Assam. Stop with these instructions we placed to the court. In the month of July.
Yes.
Immediately
Well,
after
that may be fixed.
the
The authorized method is will again change this.
18th. Yes, 18 July.
Deeply of that.
Highly observed.
It has been complied with lordship and they have challenged the order in a petition.
It has become infractor. This has become infractor now.
Yes.
Third council party has submitted that the directions contained in the order dated passed in WP should comply with and which should comply with rejecting the rejecting the prayer, but again rejecting the and which order is presently under challenge in a separate proceedings.
Yes, sir.
That is the matter. Council the bar submits that the content can be closed. They are taking into consideration the subject content petition and close and report.
Later.
Applicant. Pays for the
May I please, your lordship? Okay. May I please to peruse the last order of this honorable court, 8/5/2020.
yes,
Lordship, we have received the instruction and sent for meeting. Kindly take a time for 1 week.
yes, yes, Mr. Nath. You are referring for all.
No, I'm for respond number 2.
Respondent 2.
You're for 1.
Mr. Counsel,
appear for.
Yes, Mr. Counsel. Your name?
M.K. Bora,
You're appearing for respondent?
respondent number 1.
One. You require 1 week's time to file affidavit. All right. The third counsel, the parties, Bora, M.K. Bora, the counsel appearing for respondent 1. Submits that instruction to the receipt. Is done. He prayed for a week's time.
Your Lordship, then respondent number 3, 1 and 3.
Again, one, the affidavit. Submits that the affidavit to be filed in week's time. The not appears to respondent. What do you say?
Our stand is dependent on the instruction of the
So are you
respondent.
filing any affidavit? or
We'll file. We'll file. I have received some instructions, but some instructions only one is
No,
everything.
we'll give you 1 week's time. File it.
Smaller.
Matter be listed after
Lot.
1 week.
Public.
Of that.
May it please your lordship. Lordship, the respondents were supposed to file an affidavit, your lordship. They have not.
I'm for
Meanwhile, you are required to serve copies on respondent 7 to 16,
Lordship, we have done so.
but you have not submitted the proof of service. You have to file by way of an affidavit.
Lordship will do so by the within a week, your lordship.
Counsel for the petitioner submits that those steps have been taken on respondent 7 to 16. Proof of service has also could not be filed. It prays for 2 weeks' time to file the same. Counsel for the respondent meanwhile prays for 2 weeks,
to
3 weeks' time to file their affidavit. Prayer made is not a it's still the 3rd week of July.
So last occasion my learner is supposed to take instruction whether the fate of my departmental proceedings they have already
Lordship, I am appearing on behalf of Miss R. Bora. She has received instruction as per she has some inconvenience today, Lordship. 2 weeks time may be granted to file affidavit.
Inconvenience today, and why are you praying for 2 weeks?
Lordship, as per her instruction, Lordship. She will file affidavit, Lordship.
Mr. M. Soronia, for the
maybe within 1 week. 1 week.
1 week. It's a prayer is made on behalf of Mr. Tarbora that she has received instruction and been filed an affidavit. Mr. Soronia, on the other hand, submits that sufficient time earlier submits that matter be listed before the closure of the court for vacation. 20? 20.
My lord. 20 my lord.
Or it goes after vacation. Or
My lord 20 on holiday, I think, my lord. No, my lord.
20 June.
My lord, maybe 19, my lord.
No, no, 20. Right.
My lord. My lord.
Lordship, can it be taken up after some time?
Yes.
Lordship, can it be taken up after some time, Lordship? I have just received the instruction. I'm just mailing it.
After some.
19.
cases had to be taken up after 1 week.
Why?
Because Lordship, CP Bora appeared on the last occasion, Lordship. Today his mother has been admitted in the hospital, Lordship. Just 1 week, Lordship. Date may be fixed.
Date may be fixed.
There are Mazumdar.
Department.
See, on 15/9,
Yes, Lordship.
Mr. Bora appeared and said you had the medical emergency.
Yes, Lordship.
Today you are appearing and saying Mr. Bora has a medical issue.
Lordship.
I hope you're not
No, Lordship, no. Lordship.
trying to stretch things beyond the limit.
No, Lordship. A date may be fixed, Lordship, in the next.
So who's appearing in the matter?
Lordship,
You or
he
Mr. Bora?
He will appeal.
We
Mr.
are
D.
recording your statement.
Yes, Lord.
Mr. T. Upopanu submits that Mr. T.P. Bora, the council to custody free, is has some medical is required to is required to attend to medical issues pertaining a family member. So, Mr. Upopanu submits the matter. That this again.
Apply.
Pastoral employment details of our case already I have annexed here. The annexed also petitioner was initially joined service 87 mallet, and after his service was regularized 22/7/2005, and mallet retired on 31/5/2007. But only because of deduction of 6 years mallet, it was calculated as 14 years 1 month 9 days. So mallet in view of this, yes, Sanjita Roy.
Maybe it's covered, but I have received instruction. If I bring that on record, the help is big.
What is that instruction?
Years was rejected.
Huh?
Something is that 6 years was rejected. Like, it has to receive 2 years, 2 months, 1 month and 9 days. So the same alert. It was rejected 6 years because of the prior payment. Now, what I really wanted is alert just to bring that on record. So that tomorrow,
What is the date you want to bring report? What effect?
or executive. Did my lord, he was regularized in 2005. They retired in 2007. His total length of service was 20 years, 1 month and 9 days. Overall effect, my lord, I want to bring on record. And we have,
What say that
and
it has been
we have
only
rejected,
found that it is less than 20.
we have rejected 6 years. 6 years because of prior OM. 6 years was rejected.
After deduction of 6 years, what is the
It
length
will
of
be
service?
14 years.
14.
But my lord, 15, sir, I have come in, he will get the benefit of that.
That is what we got to say. So that
I can bring it on record, my lord. Then I lord will pass it matter.
that bring on record. So that covered by Sanjita Roy, availed by decision by order.
My lord will then take this record.
You're opposing his claim. You're opposing his claim.
But my lord, Sanchisha Reddy will demolish my claim. So, if I oppose it, that is, my lord, I'm trying to be just, my lord, clarify.
So, but after the judgment, where is the scope to go back to the state prior to the judgment?
But that is,
So you're in,
that is what I received, my lord. That is why I wanted to bring this on record.
you are behaving as if you are an employee of the PWD
No, my lord.
department. You are a counsel.
I know the law, my lord. That is,
So therefore, if they tell you something to file it, you are not under no compulsion to file it. If you find it is not necessary, you are filing an affidavit to bring the position prior to the judgment. That's the use. And they are also aware that Sanjita Roy judgment is there. Is it prior to Sanjita Roy? Instruction?
No.
It's an instruction. Her turn comes.
Alright.
Yes, of course. We are not retaining it because it is not relevant. We can add one submission that Mr. Thor submits that he has received instruction and he submitted before the court that he be permitted to bring it on record. So, however, on appointed query by the court, Mr. Thor submits that the instructions uh, relate to a position prior to the judgment of Sanjita Roy, which stood upheld by written bench order. In that view of the matter, find it appropriate to close the matter at this stage, declining the prayer of Mr. Thor for filing an affidavit.
then my lord will keep the one on record. That's it. My lord, there are some issues that way. Let's don't.
Keep it on record. Mr. Eddie, appears on. Yeah.
Maybe not. In this case, my lord, the notice was issued on 5 June 2024, my lord, but affidavit of opposition is not yet filed. Because my limited
Who's for the CGC? Who's appearing for SSB?
SSB.
Lordship, UK Goswami is appearing here.
Where is Mr. Goswami? After some time, please inform me.
Teacher. The previous last order. No.
Yes. Where is Mr. P. Chaudhary? Please inform me. Timing. Timing.
That's not timing. My senior is coming, my lord.
Instructions awaited. Yes. Let him obtain instruction. Third counsel for the complaint. Submit that. These instructions are not completely praised for 3 weeks, 2 weeks time. It's taken after 2 weeks.
Okay.
Please, sir. Lordship, application under section 11 of Section Act for appointment of arbitrator.
If otherwise my instruction is awaited.
My lord, may see annexure number 24, my lord. The petitioner is suffering from traumatic brain injury and seisopharia.
Whatever it may be, what instructions are required here?
Otherwise,
Is this against which matter? Railway.
Railways,
This
my lord.
claim is 20% and above. That part is there.
My lord, that may be decided by the learned
Can
arbitrator.
you
my lord.
proceed? Indicate that part. Otherwise, 12-5 to go.
Where are the judgments that were passed by the court?
Regarding 20% and above. 20% above, my lord, judgment is there. Today I am not doing it.
9. 12-5.
12-5,
20%. This is with respect of 12-5, my lord, as by your lordship.
It is not in respect of lordship 20% and above.
Not it.
No, this is in respect of 12-5.
When you get the judgment, there are judgments where we are indicated.
Regarding 20%, lord.
Yeah.
20% above lordship judgment is there. One in
Lordship, we take it
WTC,
up
one in
at
arbitration.
2 o'clock.
Friday?
Friday.
It's not Friday. There's a joint request enabling the parties. Please, that's the judgment and order stated to have been passed by the court, which will have relevance to the present proceeding. Friday.
Lordship, deeply aware.
My lord, this matter relates to non-payment of arrear salary. The petitioner, he is a retired person at present. My lord, kindly see the last order, my lord. 14/5/2025. Instruction awaited.
Awaited.
You're supposed to file affidavit, my lord. On the last occasion, my lord, the council appeared, my lord, her name is shown, my lord.
Why instructions are awaited? What is your claim?
Yes, communicated, my lord.
No, we don't need your communication. Tell us what is the status.
More time.
How much time do you require?
3 weeks.
Don't be so casual in praying for time. What is it that you're asking for? What is your
My lord, the arrear amount of 1,90,857, that is from period January 2006 to 2020, January 2020, my lord. That was due to the fact that the correct entry was not made in the service book, my lord, on the basis of annual increment. The last communication is annexure K, my lord, page 49, my lord. Now it is before the Commissioner of Panchayat and Rural Development.
Heard. Right over. Council may granted time, respondent council may granted time to complete our instructions and file necessary affidavit. Today, when the matter is brought up, the respondent council reviews the prayer for the time. Prayer in the release of ADS challenge. Purely for the end of justice, the court had 4 weeks for the time. The respondent in the instruction is to the next date fixed. Court will proceed past. Court may proceed past
Date may be fixed.
after 4 weeks.
Okay. Lordship, the petitioner hearing, she retired from the Railway Hospital, Rangapara, upon reaching the age of superannuation, and recently by the interim communications, she is allegedly told to have received excess pension, which is sought to be recovered from her. And pursuant to that, her savings bank account also in which she was receiving her pension has been blocked, Your Lordship.
Amount deducted.
Amount not deducted. As per the last order, Your Lordship, there was an interim stay granted on recovering the amount from the petitioner's account.
Yes. For the respondent,
Lordship, learned CGC B Chakravarti sir was there on the last date. And for the respondent number 4 and 5, as per the office note dated 3 June, they have entered appearance, Your Lordship.
your Mr.
M. Shah.
Mr. M. Shah, Learned Counsel, against the none represents the respondent. Although, in terms of the earlier order, it is seen Mr. B. Chakraborty and CPC represented the respondent number 1, 1, 2, 3. So, let's this matter again. We'll post it after their vacation.
Lordship, actually, the savings bank account has been blocked. And on the last date,
Let's again. On 18th of June.
What?
The respondents are permitted to complete their instructions. Apprise the court. Apprise the court accordingly. Based on 18th.
much
June.
But we get some more time required.
The reader, I mean, forward learning is praying for more time, further time. What is your prayer here?
Petitioner was appointed, my lord. Thereafter has been cancelled, my lord. For my lord, verification of biometric data. That may be done over zoning also, my lord. No problem. But they have cancelled my appointment. Fingerprint is required to.
Where is the
Yes.
cancellation order?
Not
Where is the cancellation?
Yes, my lord. Page 67. my lord.
Yes.
As per Frontier Headquarter Border Security Port, Guwahati, so-and-so, dated so-and-so, provisional offer of appointment to the post of Constable GD is issued with direction to report to at STC DSF on 21/1/25 for subsequent enrollment formality. During the scrutiny of dossier by the BOO, that is the Board of Officers, it has noticed that your biometric LPI not matched during conduct of RME, and accordingly, BOs obtain required sample of fingerprint, thumb impression, and handwriting for verification from CFSL, CFTB. Keeping in view of above, as approved by the competent authority, offer of appointment issued by this headquarters is hereby cancelled, and your indicator is hereby marked as suspected withheld candidate. However, your dossier is being submitted to Fingerprint Bureau Central Forensic Laboratory for verification of genuineness and offer of appointment will be issued in receipt of report from AFSL, CFAP community. But that appointment will not be cancelled, my lord. They can always verify.
Counsel to the Department as Purva added. CGC submits that further time is required. Some further instruction. As the necessary documents are being sent to Forensic Science Laboratory, Central Forensic Science Laboratory for verification of the genuineness. So, in that view of the matter, to be listed in the month of July, third week, fourth week of July. Fourth week of July.
My lord, in this case, my lord, earlier case, my lord, the petitioner, like clear direction, my lord, to consider the case of the petitioner, page
He was not
57.
considered because he has taken the benefit of age relaxation, dear Lord.
What benefit?
Age relaxation. He has
My
taken
lord,
the benefit of age as per Gaurav Pradhan. Also, if he has taken any relaxation, then his case cannot be considered for the general court.
My lord, this aspect already considered, my lord. Kindly see page 157. Earlier order 157.
Lordship, written 152 Madras Supreme Court judgment, Lord. From that basis, where they have taken Lordship, they have annexed it, Lordship, and it's on page 130.
Yeah.
Lord, 132, they have annexed the division nature does the candidate belonging to the ST who had taken relaxation of age were not entitled to be migrated to unreserved vacancy. The state of Rajasthan versus such candidates who have taken concession of age against the unreserved vacancies, which result in displacement of large number of candidates who were entitled to be selected against the unreserved category vacancy. The candidates belonging to unreserved category be appointed with migration of candidates belonging to ST were clearly entitled for appointment, which was denied to them on the basis of the above legal by the state. However, it is noted that the reserved category candidate who had taken benefit of age relaxation and were migrated on the unreserved category candidate are working for more than last 5 years. Here, Lordship, para 49 and 51, it has been discussed. Who have taken age relaxation, they are not entitled for any concession.
So this will require your affidavit. You get your affidavit on record. Like
We have received the
My
instruction.
lord, here the case, my lord, page 99. My lord, OBC, my lord, OBC, my lord, 50% mark, unreserved 44%. My lord, how they calculated?
that's right.
my
So
lord.
let their affidavit be on record.
Reserve category always, my lord, lesser mark.
Right.
Here, my lord, reserve category,
Higher mark.
reserve category mark lower and OBC reserve category higher mark. How they selected
Yes.
from their results?
Heard Mr. S. Chauhan, Mr. S. Roy, CPC, for the time. It's this matter again after 4 weeks. By which time the respondents are expected to file their affidavit in the matter. It's with the
Otherwise, also there is no vacancy increase of recruitment process of 2018.
Delay caused by the respondent, my
it's fourth week of July. Yes. Yes.
For last order, we have filed any court and
Which paragraph? Where is the counsel for the petitioner here? Yes. Yeah.
Also, they have filed the affidavit lawsuit.
Yes.
So before going to affidavit lawsuit, first I let me come to my contempt petition, the impugned order lawsuit. Page lawsuit 19. Page 19, which I am reading the paragraph number 3. After the office of respondent number 1 intimated the office of respondent number 3 to consider the appointment of petitioner to a grade 3 post subject to observation existing rules for the purpose as indicated in the letter dated 23/7/1988, pursuant to which the respondent number 3 wrote to the additional forest officer, respondent number 6, for appointment to a grade 3 post on compensation ground as the said proposal already approved by the state government. The respondent number 3 thereafter wrote to the respondent number 6 on 2/2/19, informing of the aforesaid government approval. The respondent number 6 accordingly in turn wrote to the respondent number 5 for appointment of petitioner on compassionate ground against grade 3 post. As no action was taken, the petitioner approached this court by filing writ petition being number 6698 of 2002, which was disposed of by this court on 29/11/2, directing the respondent number 6, namely Divisional Forest Officer Dhubri Division, to consider the case of the petitioner for appointment on compassionate ground to any grade 3 post in terms of the relevant government policy. However, the authorities, instead of appointing the petitioner to a grade 3 post, appointed him to a grade 4 post by letter dated 15/7/15. Being agreed, the petitioner has by approaching these authorities for appointment onto a grade 3 post. In this regard, the petitioner has submitted several representations, including 18/12/17. However, the authorities have not responded to the plea for appointment to a grade 3 post. Now the next. Considering the above, this court is of the view that the present petition can be disposed of with a direction to the respondent authorities to consider the request of the petitioner for appointment to a grade 3 post in terms of earlier proposal made by the government as referred above, and also directed by this court in the aforesaid writ petition, which exercise shall be undertaken by the authorities within a period of 3 weeks from the date of receipt of a certified copy of this order. So this paragraph clearly indicates that no discretion was given to the respondent authorities to being an appellate authority of this order laws. Because this court has also highlighted in paragraph number 3 the government approval as well as the first round of litigation order. However, also the government has also approved. Now, just I am coming to the government approval letter that lawsuit will find at page 16 of my lawsuit contempt petition. This is the approval of the government. Page 16 lawsuit link to the Divisional Forest Officer, Dhubri Division. Subject appointment on compensation ground. Reference letter to also. I am to state that the government has approved the proposal for appointment of Sri Ajay Kumar Majumdar, son of late Arun Majumdar, ex-forester 1, against any grade 3 post on compensation ground by government in the forest department, a letter number so copy enclosed. In view of the above, I am sending herewith a copy of the government above referred letter along with the enclosure in original for your requisite action. So, lawsuit government has already approved the case of the prisoner to be appointed in a grade 3 post. So, when despite lawsuit approving by the government authorities, when his case was not considered, he
approached this honorable court by filing the first round of litigation lawsuit in 2002. That order lawsuit will find is starting from page 13 and relevant is at page lawsuit 15.
Now, what is in the affidavit?
Yes, affidavit lawsuit. Now I am coming to the affidavit lawsuit. After filing this petition lawsuit, first in the year 2023, the respondent has filed an affidavit. Lawsuit will find that affidavit they have filed in the month of June 2023. And this was filed by
No, in the last affidavit, what?
no lawsuit. Why I am coming to this point? Lawsuit? Because first the affidavit in opposition was filed in 2023 June, and after filing their affidavit, this honorable court categorically held that the reply, the reason they have mentioned in the affidavit is not in compliance of the order of the honorable court. Accordingly, the court held that this is a clear violation of contempt, and therefore the personal appearance of the contemptor was given. Subsequent to that lawsuit, after passing that order, I am coming lawsuit because just they are passing one after another speaking order, giving the same reasoning. That is why I am coming. The first lawsuit will find the first affidavit in opposition.
Wait for hearing. To take it on Thursday.
The lawsuit. Sorry.
We hear the matter.
Lawsuit. It will take little bit time because lawsuit long back is in 19, it is pending lawsuit.
It's on Thursday.
May I pay next Tuesday?
Whatever.
Next Tuesday lawsuit it will be.
But if we find that there is a violation of order,
Yes,
we are passing.
it's clear order. Lawsuit.
We are putting you to note.
As per our
Whatever. We'll examine that.
And Thursday was for Tuesday.
next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
17 lawsuit. Lawsuit. Public.
Yes.
Last occasion, Lordship has passed one order, Lordship. Thereafter, the matter has been taken up and subsequently the order has been passed on.
What order? What is his prayer here?
There-
You give him a copy.
Lordship, the mail ID.
Mail na copy tiyo.
Copy na hai.
You go through the order.
My lord.
Let him go through the order.
Lordship. He can share the email, Lordship, so that I can send it
Email.
right now, Lordship.
You go through the order, we'll take it up on Monday.
My lord.
It's for Monday. Enabling the council for the petitioner to peruse the order. Stated to have been passed by the state, court by the state. Here are copy connectivity. Yes, CGC.
My prayer for lawsuit is followed. I send the affidavit to the authority. But 2 weeks time is required.
So let it be in July. Released again, 4th week of July. By which date the respondents will endeavor to file the affidavit.
Hello.
Keep your council on affidavit. Why was it passed over?
Lordship, Mr. B. Chaudhary, Lordship.
Right at 2 p.m. We take it up at 2 p.m. Suppose that your arrow. Scroll. Scroll.
Petitioner challenge here the discharge order, my lord. That is lecture 8, my lord.
Readings are complete.
Yes, my lord. Readings are complete. In fact.
You are not filing any reply.
We have
Rejoinder,
filed,
you're
my
not
lord.
filing.
Rejoinder has already been filed with.
Subject that readings are complete. as a hearing. This again, this matter for hearing. They must go in the next hearings. You are appearing in the matter.
Oh,
Mr. Goswami appears for the respondent. Yeah. Depend. Yeah.
This matter relates to your lordship. Disciplinary proceeding, your lordship, by which your lordship, the petitioner terminated from their service. Since they not suffer they, they were directed to, and they have your lordship produced the record, your lordship, but record was not in original, that was in copy.
All right, at 2 p.m., let the standing counsel be available. 2 p.m. Roll karo and see him standing counsel. On the base for the petitioner on call, Ms. M. Bhattacharya, it submits that counter affidavit at the right. You have to be governed. Mr. Moro appears for the accountant general. Let's take it after 3 weeks.
May I please your lordship? Lordship, I beg to mention item number 38. Lordship, my senior Mr. H.R. Totori went to Sribhumi to perform it. Kindly has not reached yet Guwahati yet. So, Lordship, kindly matter to be adjourned.
Prayer, the prayer made on behalf of the counsel for the petitioner, matters that deferred to be listed after 4 weeks. Mr. K. Chotia, counsel appears for the Karbi Angle. M.S.M. Bhattacharya for state. After 4 weeks. Yeah. After 4 weeks.
May I please stop? So matter persists to appointment of Anganwadi workers. Here, the government has filed a affidavit.
Lordship,
The affidavit of the government is necessary.
Lordship, we will be filing the affidavit. Lordship, kindly allow us 4 weeks time.
M.S.M. Bhattacharya, counsel. State. Praise for weeks time. Make the instructions and file the affidavit. M.S. M. Devi. Respond. Fine. Mr.
D. Rava on behalf of Mr. A.S.
D. Rava is on behalf of Mr. D. It's up.
Deeply already.
None appeared. You are appearing in 37. Right at 2 p.m. 2 p.m.
And there is an interim order.
Interim order part 31. Interim order is any.
Your Lordship. The petitioner was appointed in the year 2004.
Your pleadings are complete.
Yes, Lordship.
Heard counsel for parties. Ready for hearing, issue rule. Listed for hearing. Next. Hearing list. Come for hearing.
So may I pray for it?
It will come in the hearing list.
But in terms of the affidavit filed by the respondent, my lord, this matter can be disposed of with the direction to make the payment within time frame. Matter pertains to non-payment of DCRT and pensionary benefits of the deceased.
Lordship kindly sees page number 58 of their affidavit note.
Yes.
Your Lordship kindly peruses the last paragraph at page number 58. The deponent begs to submit that fresh proposal shall be submitted for sanction of the arrear amount and other pension benefits at the earliest so that the same may be disbursed to the petitioner within the financial year. So, my lord, this affidavit was filed sometime back. Now, if my learned friend agrees, a time frame can be given within which that payment can be made.
Yes.
Fix it 3 or 4 months time at least.
Heard from the parties court paying for the director with the area. Release of retirement benefits, CRT for leave salary, EIS, as well as for area salary due to the petitioner's brother. How are you claiming?
My lord,
You are the legal heir.
there are no other surviving legal heirs of the deceased.
But what about pension is not available?
But so far, other benefits are concerned, in so far as leave encashment and all those things, these fall under within the category of interstate property. So, in the absence of any class 1 legal heirs, my lord, being the class 2 legal heirs, we are claiming.
No, you'll have to give us, you'll have to submit on that, we'll have to record it and then pass an order. Otherwise, it becomes it becomes a blanket order for release of all leave.
But in so far as release of arrear salary is concerned, that there perhaps will not be any impediment. In so far as the pensionary benefits, so far the DCRT part is concerned, that perhaps they can, my lord, take a call on.
No, what perhaps? You have to submit what you want.
My lord, my submission here is, in so far as the provisions are concerned, 136, rule 136 of the pension rule. Now, in that, the categories which are mentioned, here the brothers, being the major brothers, they are not entitled. That is an established. That is an established position of law.
Yes.
Now, in so far as the other benefits such as leave encashments and other things are concerned, these are in the form of an interstate property which have not been disbursed till now.
That you'll have to submit properly to give a specific order. That you'll have to submit that these forms are part of the estate.
And
then how are you claiming it?
Of course, as brothers, of course, being the only surviving heirs.
How? On what basis?
My lord, in so far as
you're not a minor. You're not dependent on.
No. Why, my lord, my claim so far being entitled under 136, rule 136, that I am, my lord, obviously not entitled.
That of course you are not entitled.
Not entitled.
Family pen.
Fine. But in so far as the arrear salary part is concerned, that is the second clause of my prayer.
What is your entitlement to receive that? Assuming you are below 18 years, all right.
Well,
but you are a 55-year-old man.
No, that is in so far as the pensionary benefits are concerned. The DCRTs and the pensionary benefits, for that, my lord, I have to be entitled under 130. But at least so far the
What I'm saying is that is the part of his estate.
My lord.
How are you claiming entitlement merely because you're a brother? On what basis?
My lord, as of now, being the only surviving here.
Where is that statement?
My lord, your lordship will kindly see page number 7, paragraph number 3. Thereafter, your lordship will see at page number, first of all, my lord takes up page number 7, paragraph number 3, where we have stated the two petitioners who are the two brothers now surviving.
we have stated that our mother also expired. And eventually, my lord, there is another statement at paragraph 5, page number
One
8.
more, brother.
Yes. So that paragraph number 5, page number 8. He also expired on 2/3/2000.
No, your mother expired.
Yes.
But there is another brother.
My lord.
Paragraph 3.
Yes.
What happened to him? Where is the next of kin certificate?
My lord, that of course I have a next. That your lordship will kindly see at page number 23, ma'am. Page number 23.
So the mother expired.
Mother expired.
And what about the other? There are 3 brothers.
My lord, in so far the other brother is that court, my lord, that instruction I am. We'll take it up, my lord. That instruction.
Third counsel for the parties. The petitioners are 2 brothers claiming the area salary and other benefits available to their dead brother, late Dr. Kumar Mohini Mohan Bora, who had served as an assistant surgeon at the state veterinary dispensary, Bihamari, at Edati, under the subdivisional animal husbandry and veterinary occupation career. So, the petitioners claim to be the 2 brothers, as their mother, late Sadhumani Bora, expired. And being brothers, they, in the absence of any specific claim the benefit, claim the area salary to be a part of the state of it. Dr. Bora, their eldest brother, who expired intestate. So, the learned counsel clearly submit that he is not entitled to family pension under assumption pension 1959. However, the area salary and other dues are receivable by the petitioner. In para 3 of the writ petition, there is also a state government that there is a 3rd brother, Sri Hemanta Bora, whose name also appears in the next of kin certificate. So, the said brother is not before the court as a petitioner, and also no NOC has been enclosed to the writ petition. Such circumstance, counsel would like to complete instructions of this aspect. MS secretary submit the affidavit in opposition and file on behalf of Mr. P. Sharma. It's after 4 weeks.
Okay.
So this matter relating to completion of department lordship. The district level committee recommended, but SLC rejected. Now, lordship, kindly see page 17, the DLC recommendation. Page 17, serial number 18, Litu Munish Hoitia. Office of the Executive Engineer, Lakhimpur, Nabuisa, Bihupura, Subdivision. Recommended for grade 3 in that Executive Engineer, Lakhimpur, Nabuisa, Division. This is the recommendation, lordship. Now, lordship, the rejection is that, lordship. Page 19. Page 19, serial number 1, lordship. Serial number 1. Lordship, second para, lordship. On scrutiny of document, the applicant was found to be eligible from the consideration of family income and otherwise, but there is no vacancy within 5% quota earmarked for compulsory appointment under irrigation department. They said there is no vacancy, but Lordship kindly see page 18, Lordship. The vacancy position I have given, Lordship. Serial number 1, Lordship. Column number 3, name of post junior assistant grade 3. Total instruction of the post division wise 11 numbers. Men in position, column number 5, 4 numbers. Vacancy vacant 7 numbers. Last column number of post under 5% quota, that is 1. Still vacancy is there, but the SLC recommended there is no vacancy.
No, vacancy, there is only one post.
Yes, that is that for that post I was recommended by the district level committee. But SLC said there is no vacancy.
So, but this chart does not reflect that one post is filled up or not filled up. Is it vacancy position for that post also?
Yes, Lordship, that is one post for 5% quota, Lordship. That is why I was recommended by the district level committee, page 17, Lordship. Page 17, page 18. Recommended for grade 3 under executive engineer, Lakhimpur Navoisa Bhivpura division, Lordship.
Yes.
Page 98, 5 Lordship. The detection order of the Lordship.
That we have seen you explain page 18.
On scrutiny of documents, the applicant was found to be eligible for the consideration.
Oh, we have gone through that.
Yes.
You read page 18, the chart. It shows the vacancy position. There appears to be one post available.
Number of posts under
on the right hand corner.
One post.
Right hand most corner. Yes. So this is a position on 26/6.
23.
23, and the rejection was on 6/12/23.
Yes.
So you find out whether this post was taken into consideration or not.
Lordship, right to consider next SLC meeting, Lordship, observing that since there is a vacancy.
We first have to see the page number 18, vacancy position is on 26/6/23.
Yes, Lordship.
And the SLC meeting is held on 6/12/23.
Yes, Lordship.
So there is effectively 5.5, 6 months.
Lordship, probably one already Lordship took place.
So during these 5 months,
if vacancy fill up, that is, Lordship, that can be restored by another recommended in other post. Since recommendation is my favor, Lordship. Now they cannot say that.
So first you find out about this one post if it is available. Yes.
On 2010, Lordship, and this recommendation of 2023, Lordship. Lordship, NC Santosh is very clear, Lordship. And subsequently, the other judgments also, Lordship.
This is not the ground for rejection.
Yes, Lordship, because the 2010, then subsequently also there are also compassionate applications.
No, come to page number 19.
Lordship.
Kindly see the paragraph, second last paragraph.
Yes, Lordship.
Rejection is on the ground of there being no vacancy. That's the only ground.
EMR for irrigation department.
Page number 19.
Instruction, Lordship, whether they, yes, Lordship.
It was issued, Lordship, in 17/5/2014, Lordship.
Yes, get instruction there, Mr. Upadhyay. Mr. Hart, General Counsel for the parties, Mr. Upadhyay will obtain instructions on the matter as to whether the vacant post under 5% quota, one vacant post under 5% quota, has been filled up at the time of consideration of the case by the SLC in its meeting held on 6/12/20. Court.
No. Date, Lordship. Date, Lordship.
Short date in July.
Date may fix.
July is taken on 23rd.
Month of it. Please, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, can you take up the 47 number item?
47.
Item 47 affidavit is ready, Lordship. Will be filing within 2 days, Lord. It's ready for swearing.
Yes.
Only a date may be fixed. My Lord,
Yes, Lord.
Because the second.
Yes. Yes, there is one. Who submits that the affidavit has been filed. Likely to will be filed in which time?
2 days. Within 2 days, they are.
You're filing
Within
it
this, yes, Lordship, it is ready for swearing.
will be filed in court. Accordingly, that these matters be listed again after 1 week.
Lordship.
A date may be fixed, my Lord, because second inquiry is going on, my Lord. Fresh inquiry is going. Yes. बोला जी.
Your Lordship, may please pass over this matter for time being.
2 p.m.
File affidavit.
You have filed affidavit. You want to file a reply
Apparently,
at 2 p.m.
okay.
It is submitted by the council.
Please enjoying Lordship in discharge order, Lordship. That is why my request today is fixed, Lordship. It's the case of 4 raiding entries, Lordship, and Honorable High Court had passed judgment on the same point, Lordship.
My Lord, I have also a particular order in my petition. I have also next judgment. So it will take time, my Lord. Full hearing is necessary.
Same point.
That practice depend, my Lord, because he is
Only
getting pension.
Here, there was
He
no
is
stay
getting
order.
pension.
It was already discharged, and here an interim order is.
Yes.
For the discharge order, Lordship.
We will keep it for hearing.
Yes, my Lord. It will take time, my Lord. I have also annexed, my Lord, similar order of this honorable court.
17th June. 17th.
Endeavor maybe
Interim order passed earlier will continue till the next day.
endeavor to dispose of that.
It goes without saying.
Once it was heard, but then again, as petitioner counsel is absent, it was released from part. That is why, Lord.
It was heard by this court.
No, another. Okay.
Made visible. Well, in this case, I was given promotions to the post of Assistant Conservator of Forest and thereafter Deputy Conservator of Forest with retrospective effect by creation of supernumerary post. Eventually, for those periods, the authorities had granted financial benefits with approval of the Finance Department. Page 34 and 38. Till date, that has not been issued. The periods are marked, the approval is granted, and everything is done. I am retired from service also.
Where is that?
34 and 38.
34 and
38 for ACF and DCF. You know, if I may read 34. May I? The Governor of Assam is pleased to relax the provisions of FR 17.1 by invoking FR 5A to allow financial benefit to Sri Binod Kumar Payang AFS on account of his promotion to Assistant Conservator of Forest with retrospective effect for the period with effect from 29/8/2009, that is the date of taking over charge of the promotional post by his junior Sri Kamaleshwar Thakuria in the promotional clause to 18/8/2020, that is date of taking over charge as ACF being 19/8/2020. This is approval of the Finance Establishment Department, a department conveyed by the so 9/9/21. So this indicates the period and the approval method for the grant of financial benefit in the post of ACF. Now 38 is same for the DCF method. And the period is given 19/10/15 to 29/12/2020.
Yes.
And I'm seeing a weak stand. Something is in process, my lord.
Yes. Something is in process. What is the process?
My lord, it is a statement.
As money appears to the petitioner, Mr. Type Order Forest Department. Mr. Porter put up that. There's a debate. We got like everything, like uh, take it. It
23rd of 23rd of June.
20. Fair enough. Obliged.
Obliged.
Please, your lordship, my lord. This matter is relating to inter-se seniority between the petitioner and respondent number 4. Now, my lord, the situation has been changed. Respondent number 4 has retired from his service, my lord. I am in still service. I will be retired on 1st August 2025, my lord. Last on 23/5/2025, this honorable court has directed to file an affidavit, my lord. I file an affidavit, my lord. In affidavit, yes, your lordship, go to the affidavit 27/5/2025. Page 180, my lord, Annexer Q. Here categorically stated that so and so has been service has been extended for the period of 1 year in the same capacity as senior assistant. So last time your lordship has directed to take the instruction. Now I have got one rule, my lord, rule 56 of my lord, some my lord, fundamental and subsidiary rule. Rule 56 note 5 has categorically stated rule 56, my lord, as you also calling on the page, my lord, rule 56 started from 149, my lord. Chapter 9. Your lordship, come to the chapter 9, my lord. The chairman, no such extension shall be granted beyond the age of 60 years. I am not on that, my lord.
Rule 56.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
56. Your lordship, kindly come to the note 5. It was on page 154.
Yes.
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 Yes, my lord. Note 5. A government servant include, have your lordship got it, page 154?
So the pages are different, but you are referring to note 5.
Note 5, my lord.
Note 5 begins with the term appropriate authority.
Your lordship, kindly go to this, my lord. Extension, promotion cannot be granted at the time of making. This is a new book.
You are referring to FR 56.
FR 56, note 5. And I have also annexed some notification also of the central government. When the state government rule has said FR rule,
It was very
Also, I need some time to go to the issue of the metal water. That's my
These
fear.
excuses are not acceptable when so is appearing.
No, no, no,
We
Lordship,
should not
this.
Health department is
And last time also they can tell, FRL rules has categorically stated that.
Right.
That is the
We'll
point.
have
my
it on Friday.
Friday I am not available. Can it be, my lord? I have some personal problem Friday, my lord. Can it be on, my lord, Wednesday, my lord?
Day after tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am.
It is not
No, 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 নাথাকিব মোৰ কিয় বেমাৰ Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I am simply praying that FR56, so decision shall be taken by the government considering the fact FR56 has categorically stated the promotion cannot be done.
So you are claiming for promotion.
Yes, ma'am.
And your grievance is against private respondent.
Respondent number 4.
Who has debited office now.
Yes.
But he has been
Extended. Extended.
So according to you, he cannot be considered for promotion.
Yes, as per FR56 note 5. Okay. And there are other notification also, man. Simple, man. Note 5.
Friday you are not available.
Hello?
You are not available on Friday.
I may not be available, my lord. If I got some, my lord, I will go. Personally.
Okay. Then why not have it on Monday?
My lord, I
Give
have,
them some time to reflect.
I have to go for 1 week, my lord, if I go, my lord.
Let us attempt on Wednesday.
But
How it
plus,
FR 56 note 5.
Yes, sir, note 5. And other notification also there.
It's taken on Wednesday. Let the prayer of the petitioner. An attempt will be made to consider the prayer made in the Mr. C.K.S. Borua, Mr. T. Gogoi, Mr. Roy. Appear in the spot. Yeah.
May it please your lordship. Lordship, we require 3 weeks time to file a reply to the affidavit in
All
office.
right, Mr. Counsel, appearing for your Mr.
T. Kashyap, your lordship.
T. Kashyap, appearing for the petitioner, placed for 3 weeks time. File rejoinder affidavit when made is allowed. Placed after 3 weeks.
Pleadings are over. Pleadings are.
What is the issue about?
Issue is regarding, my lord, the respondent number 4, promotion to the post of administrative officer in the office of the district commissioner Bajali. My lord, the criteria laid down is that the person who will be in service promotion, the person who will be appointed to the post of administrative officer, more particularly should work in the establishment department. In the personnel department, there are 2 sections. One is account and another is
no appeal.
My lord,
not file appeal. Departmental appeal.
Departmental appeal is not there. Departmental appeal has not been filed.
File an appeal. Why not file an appeal before the authority on this ground instead of a writ? There is the provision for an appeal under the rule.
But if it is absolutely in violation of the statutory rules, that is why I am before your lordship. Your lordship has also decided in one of the cases, but they have admitted to that extent that they have not worked in the establishment department. They have worked in the accounts department. I have brought out through RTI and their statement is also there.
Pleadings complete, matter be listed for hearing.
Admission hearing because another one prayer, the records are necessary because your lordship has decided in a similar circumstance.
We'll examine that. Matter be listed. Month of August.
No, August will be very far. Your lordship.
Why? When are you?
Any day. I am ready tomorrow.
When are you demitting office?
1 year is there.
It be now. Here,
The whole thing is
Your
No
lordship
point
has all.
ramping up the system because matters which needs to be heard urgently, you're claiming for a promotion.
Correct.
Whether in July or in August you get your promotion, you'll get it with effect from the date
Well,
the respondent is claiming, if the court grants you an order.
well,
You don't
that
lose
is-
anything.
Lordship,
my lord,
I am appearing for the private respondent. Entire disputed issue is your lordship has already decided in Bhubaneswar Sharma's case.
You-
Same procedure, Sirastadar and
We'll
administrative
examine
officer.
that.
my lord,
No,
that
it is-
judgment, para 25,
Finality.
my friend is suggesting on para 25 and 26, if you read it particularly, your lordship has taken into consideration.
Nothing.
Please,
Even,
please.
even with this matter in view of this
Para
judgment
25
cannot be
and
admitted.
para 25 and 26, your lordship will find in para 20, that was the case of Revenue Sestadar. Your lordship in para 25 has stated that the person who was there, respondent number 4, worked in the revenue department more than the petitioner. That was why the writ petition was dismissed. So your lordship has taken into consideration that. I have gone through the paragraph 25 and
Everything
26.
is hard.
Now, my lord, your lordship is placing the judgment. I am giving the
Established-
particular paragraph why your lordship has decided.
Let the matter be listed for admission hearing. So, 8th of August,
July, my lord, I pray with
July.
July.
Let it be 9th of
9th of July.
9th of
29th. 29th of July.
just after opening, my lord,
just after the opening, 17th. 17th. We are going for an admission hearing. We are fixing and you are an astute lawyer. You will handle different matters in different courts. Why are you worried about that? Where is the guarantee that matter will be heard? Is there a personal difficulty? We'll accommodate, but on the ground that there are matters fixed, not a ground for a judgment.
my lord, bowing my head down, but can I make one small prayer, my lord? The only thing is that I am, my lord, comfortable with any date, but only thing, your lordship will find that in the earlier case where my friend has also suggested, because they have only dealt with the ACR. Benchmark, minimum benchmark is also not given. So the criteria, everything taken by the selection committee is on the record. If your lordship,
The respondent will keep the relevant record available for perusal of the court if the need to elect.
obliged.
The name of KSB, KS Gurpa Fort.
Obliged.
Kindly pass over the matter for time being.
At 2 p.m.
Hey, please, your lordship. This for reinstatement of service, lordship. Petitioner was placed under suspension on 10/10 with effect from 10/10, 1/10/2023, lordship. So that was his case, and we, in the last occasion, this honorable court has made a query, lordship, that according to them, they have reviewed the order, but nothing has been communicated to us, and petitioner is totally unaware about the fact that any review order has been passed or extension has been made to the suspension order that has been issued against the petitioner. So, in view of that fact, lordship, it is a covered case of this honorable court also that
No, you have filed an affidavit.
Notice was issued only on my lord 25.
No, last order directed you to file an affidavit.
No extra copy has been served. My lord, that I have. My lord, that notice was issued only on my lord 26.
Yeah.
So earlier, my lord, that direction was given to the one to obtain instruction. But no notice was served. My lord, that extra copy has not been served to me, so I could not be.
Please serve extra copy.
Lordship was
In the
directed
course
on
of
the
the
23.
within the course of the week.
Yes, yes, now only I'll start it.
Third counsel for the parties, Mr. J. Henry Leonard, company appearing to the submit the person to issue the office, extra copy, instructions to not be
Lordship, I have it.
each group and the counsel for the undertake to serve the extra copy of Mr. J. Henry during the course of the day. So, that Mr. Henry will obtain instructions and endeavor to file an affidavit as permitted by the earlier order dated 23/5/2025. List again of Mr. C.K. as photo, I think. State. How much time do you require? Then we'll have it in July.
Lordship, the little urgency, Lordship, the family is suffering
Like
lot.
you
Walking
at
to
least,
April.
place before the court what orders have been passed, review or extension order.
My lord, that he was started by the deputy commissioner. My lord, I have to take instruction, my lord, whether my lord, latest my lord,
So who's placed him under suspension?
my lord, deputy commissioner.
And then you are representing the revenue. So the proceedings will be carried by whom?
My lord, there are two things. Lord. So one is my lord, the state cadre, another is district cadre. If my lord is fall under the state cadre, my lord, the director of land records, my lord, he will, my lord, just
Suspended it by the DC.
My lord, initially, my lord, that now, my lord, the district cadre, my lord, deputy commissioner is the part.
You belong to which cadre?
But they do not, my lord,
Yes, sir, the district.
they district.
District cadre. Fall on the district cadre.
Yes, Lord.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So DC get the instruction. DP, but whether the suspension was reviewed, why is the petitioner under suspension?
Continued suspension from 2023,
You
Lord.
are not receiving substance allowance.
That is the Let it come in the next week. Let them apprise this honorable court with the updated instruction and Lord may dispose of it small issue. May I pray that Lord?
Can be done, Lord. Not
Okay, may, wait and
18
18.
5 8 order the right court as the status of having the reviews. Party extra copy. Have you received extra copy? Please.
Apply, Lord.
Yes.
Lordship, notice that Kidoldi has also filed one affidavit. This is regarding non-payment of pension and other retired benefits.
What is this that?
Petitioner, he has retired.
Why pension has not been released?
Pension not released. No, pension and other retired benefits.
My lord,
No, he has been given.
till now, his file is not been processed. Why not processed? Because, my lord, Laghat, deputy beginner, did not, my lord, give him no dues certificate.
Yes.
Why? Because there was a CBI inquiry, my lord, and there was a direction of the Honorable High Court of Delhi by that, my lord, inquiry was initiated there in some, my lord. And now, my lord, we have, during all this thing, my lord, we have sought, my lord, views of the.
No. You are representing whom?
I am representing, my lord, PW.
And he used to get no dues from which department?
PW.
Yes.
My lord, what happened? During this, in the last year, my lord, there was a case, my lord, in writ petition filed before the Delhi High Court. Yeah, the Delhi High Court, Honorable Delhi High Court directed, my lord, for inquiry, inquiry by the CBI. CBI came into, my lord, in action, my lord, and yes, CBI found that the writ petitioner was involved in some, my lord, mentioned irregularity. So, my lord, in this last juncture, my lord, whether can the executive engineer give that no due certificate to the petitioner? He has sought, my lord, some views from the department. Department has forwarded this to the judicial department, my lord.
What is the state of the CBI?
My lord, that we exactly don't know, my lord, because that I
My
don't.
information, CBI has closed the inquiry.
Because,
There
my
is
lord,
no financial irregularity. That was observed
My-
by the CBI inquiry.
my lord,
Where is
even,
that? Joseph, where is that?
my lord, I am just giving the honorable Delhi High Court's judgment, my lord, by which, my lord, the CBI
That your
came in.
submission that Delhi High Court.
CBI inquiry report this is.
CBI, where is the CBI report?
Inquiry report.
Initial inquiry, that part I heard, my lord.
No, that is the finding of CBI. CBI.
The Delhi High Court.
My lord,
This is the status.
Yeah.
But your lordship, may I just assist your lordship? Page 65, your lordship, this engineer is, this executive engineer is acting in a somewhat very funny manner, my lord. Page 65, your lordship, AC Act E, page 65. Yes, that additional affidavit filed by the.
Yes.
Yes, I have the honor to request you once again to submit the no demand certificate in respect of Nirupam Bolthakur, retired superintendent engineer, PWD Silchar Building Circle for the period 9/1/2020 to 27/7/2023 as the then executive engineer PWD Golaghat division as early as possible. Then thereafter he writes a letter, my lord. He writes a letter
to the government, my lord. Please.
page 66. No, let me just assist your lordship, my lord, before my learned friend has already, my lord, assisted your lordship. Now, I have the honor to inform you that letter relating to the above mentioned subject is already being forwarded. What is the meaning of this? He's my lord, acting smart in doing so, because your lordship knows for certain period this person has worked in executive engineer. Executive
My lord,
engineer, that
if
office.
my,
Let me please.
if Malafide is brought in, my lord, he has to be made a party, my lord.
Wait.
No,
Let him
his
submit.
law he will
My lord.
teach, my lord. He knows
Let him
many
submit.
laws, my lord, but meaning of this letter has to be brought in the court. Then thereafter, my lord, he is to just give a certificate. The government will take a
No,
proposal.
what is the intent of this 66 letter?
The intent of the 66 is very vague. Even about direction
It
of
has
the.
already been forwarded.
No, where is the forwarding? Now they are saying, my lord, they have, my lord, page that affidavit in opposition, views of the page 60. You take views of the thing, but you are not giving the provisional pension also. So that certificate for that period has to be given. It has not been given by. Being forwarded means what? He has not given the letter that I have, simple letter that I have issued the certificate for that particular period, and because of that, my lord, he is unable to submit his pension paper also. Who is going to pay his interest, my lord, as per the
What is your instructions here, Mr. Lord?
My lord,
Page 66.
my instruction is that, my lord, the executive engineer has written to the government, my lord, and government has forwarded this to the judicial department for review. Because, my lord, tomorrow,
that is not his duty. Government will take his duty, my lord. Executive engineer is to provide the certificate.
It doesn't say anything about judicial department. It says it is being forwarded to the superintendent engineer's office. 66 is the reply to the.
My lord will come to page number 60, my lord. It's a letter written to the standing council. There, my lord, they have clarified, my lord, by the government, my lord.
The affidavit, my lord,
Page number
exposing a letter to the standing council.
My lord,
This is not
this is
required
a
to be
public
enrolled.
document, my lord. This is a public document.
How can it be a public?
It is not
This is a communication between you and your department.
My lord.
Why have you brought
They have what they have categorical, my lord, made a stand, my lord. In the last paragraph, ARTP and PG department also advised to obtain views of judicial department, and as such, judicial department is requested to offer views on the whether no due certificate can be issued to Nirupam Bhattakur, retired criminal engineer PWD, and on receipt of the views from the department, further necessary action will be taken.
All right. Who's for the state here? Mr. Gogoi. Please get the views of the judicial department. What is the status here?
My lord, unless the no due certificate is given, no dues when for the period I served there, your lordship knows that.
I understand, but whatever
Unless
it may be, the matter has been.
How are they going to pay the provisional pension? They have
Yes.
paid for 2-3 months.
Therefore, I have requested the additional AG to find out what is the status at the judicial department in terms of this letter, if at all anything is there.
My lord, that is all right, but the executive engineer has no role in the matter.
This is not
That-
by executive. This is by the undersecretary.
But what about the no due certificate? Why the executive engineer is not giving the notice?
So we are.
For that purpose, no judicial view is necessary. All sort of things are going on in this
Please
case.
find
My lord,
out
there
that
is no
who-
DP pending.
why the matter was referred for judicial view, what department, what status has been, what report is.
And your lordship's order is there to pay provisional pension. That why are they not paying that?
According to the department is not a part. I can have a
Yes, not a part. You are requesting us to update the structure in terms of the. And Mr. Thor, you are not supposed to approve this matter. That you party task or we asked you is it pretty, but don't include it in evidence.
My lord, the provisional pension, why they are not paying, my lord? They have paid up to February.
Why, Mr. P.D. Das, senior counsel, assisted by Mr. Dinesh, Mr. R. Thor, assistant counsel, PWP, and Mr. Boro, hearing responded to the report of the case. The petitioner has the limited remarks that the no due certificate not having been issued by the executive engineer PWD Golaghat NH division, from which division the petitioner superannuated. He worked there.
He worked there
Worked
for that period, man.
where the
9-1
petitioner had served for a particular period.
9/1/22, 27/7/23.
The pension proposal of the writ petitioner could not be forwarded to the accountant general for release of pension. So the respondent, the department, the standing council on the other end, submits that the notice certificate could not be issued because of the pending CBI inquiry, which was directed to be instituted by order by judgment passed by the Delhi High Court. The counsel for the petitioner on the other end counters the submission, saying that the CBI has filed a status report indicating that there are no materials to take cognizance of any of it. Under such circumstances, there is no occasion for the respondents to withhold no due certificate and thereby the pension proposal of the petitioner could not be furnished, could not be prepared and placed before the competent authority or release or processing release of pension. So, the learned standing council PWD submits that the matter is presently sent for an opinion from the judicial department as to whether no due certificate can be issued by the PWD department. In view of such submission, this court requests Mr. B. Gogoi, learned in the present report, to obtain the instructions with regard to the present status of any such opinion being sought for the judicial department. And if so, the opinion, if any, if so, the status of the issuance of and as to whether any such opinion has been issued by the judicial department. So Mr. Gogoi will also obtain necessary instructions as to whether any pending CBI inquiry is presently underway in respect of any works relating to the period during which the petitioner has rendered its service under the Executive Engineer's Office and Engineering PWD. So, let these instructions be placed before the court on 18th June. Meanwhile, the court has already directed, passed an order, grant of provisional pension. The learned additional AG will also apprise as to why the provisional pension has not been issued. Let a copy of this order be marked the office of the learned AG for obtaining the instructions as permitted by this court. This again on 18th.
Diploma.
Okay, as for last order, Lordship, yes,
Lordship, here the authorities have taken a decision on the representation filed by the petitioner on being acquittal in the criminal case. Lordship, here the thing happened that the secretary who is to sign, he is in bereavement and his mother expired. Lordship, may take it up after 10 days, Lordship. Only the signing it is required, Lordship. May take it up after 10 days.
yes, the date may be.
Secretary Agriculture. Last week,
Publish.
Let me look it. Let take this case for disposal. Document take this case for disposal. Madam. If the other parties are there, madam. Hello. AG.
I for it.
AG, yes, no? AG, madam.
Department. Okay.
This is a case for non-regularizing the pension, madam. My regular pension has not been paid.
But in this case, Your Lordship, I have received instructions. My instructions are of 2022, Your Lordship, wherein it says that we have returned the pension paper to the department. So, I have written to the
as a Mondal,
DC Deputy Commissioner, Your Lordship, Kamrup.
But I retired on 2013. Till today, madam, my service book has not been updated as per their letter, madam. That is at page 24.
Additional supervisor, Kanango. Twice it was sent.
Madam, they have forwarded a erroneous service pension paper. That's why, madam, the AG has. But it was not done incomplete, madam. Yes, madam. Yes, madam. Yes. That has not been mentioned by them, madam.
Maybe, madam, for fixing the test case.
It's not my instruction, Your Lordship. While submitting pension paper, Your Lordship, that was not properly submitted to us. Your Lordship. So,
Twice we have submitted. What's it?
at the time of Lordship, at the time of reading, no Lordship, we have not found yet. Since my FAD is okay, my instruction is only we have returned the pen paper to the DC, Your Lordship. That's why we did not to resubmit in proper form, Your Lordship.
Next on 9 is Germany. Page 30.
Lordship, otherwise, Lordship may fix next week, Lordship, I will come with the updated instruction, Your Lordship. Okay, because I have received this instruction in 2022, Your Lordship.
But earlier there is a code order, my lord, of this court. 30, my lord. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. 30. Yes, my lord. But that later, my lord, I think they can take it in.
That's it. That's it. These letter I have, Your Lordship. Lordship. 24 2018, Your Lordship. Here, that observation is with Your Lordship.
Yes, my lord. Oh, yes, I'll agree with.
I'm a Supervisor Karan Go. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Reverse. With treatment operation, yes. Once it is it goes. My lord. I will fix it on
Look, one more thing. If your lordship peruse the affidavit filed by the government at page 36, a letter has been annexed. It says that, madam, moreover, it is not known whether the Dekha applied for the post of Lord Mandal through proportionate. Now, this question has been raised at this moment, madam. On page 36 of their affidavit, madam. It is seen that there is a gap of 2 days in between the handing over charge of so and joining as Lord Mandal. Last line, madam.
two days gap. 2 days. That's okay.
Madam, document fix a date, madam.
Please, your lord. This case is regarding pension. My lord, we have filed our affidavit. I don't want to reply, my lord. My lord will take the matter for final disposal. Because my lord, this is take some time. Old pension, whether you will be covered by old pension or new pension. He has accepted. He has already accepted new pension. My lord, that is there, but still he is my lord. My lord, I am duly entitled for old pension. I am a master worker. I am not aware of the official regular master worker. I service the regularity to 2005. I have completed 42 years of regular service. I joined in 1980 and my service was regularized on 22/7/2005. Yes, my lord. Page 19, my lord. Page 19. In persons of marriage. Yes. And I retired in 2022 after completing 17 years of regular. Yes. And there is a clarification from the government, my lord. That is page 28, my lord. You will also kindly see office dated 9 June 2009, where it is clarified. It clarified that such workers and master employees shall not be governed by the new pension scheme, but may be treated as per existing Assam Services Pension Rule 1969. It's very clear, my lord. I am duly entitled for old pension scheme, but due to official mistake, I have put in the new pension scheme. Or the mistake of the official, my lord, I could not suffer. May it is clarified. But in this office memorandum, it is clarified that such workers employees were working from earlier period. Annexure D, page 28. Page 28. I am reading the page 28. Consequent upon issue of circular number so and so on applicability of new contributory pension scheme in respect of government joining in state government services on or after 1/2/2005, a question has arises about workers, employees, and master role employees who entered government services prior to 1/2/2005, but whose regulation were done after 10/2/2005. A substantial portion of their workers and master role service have already been decided to be counted towards qualifying service for pension gratuity. It is clarified that such workers and master role employees shall not be governed by the new pension scheme, but may be treated as per existing Assam Services Pension Rule 1969. Similar such cases, if any, may be entertained after obtaining the views of the concerned department, including finance department, and approval of the secretary of the concerned administrative department. So it is clarified that he works as employees who are working prior to this date. In para 9, we just stated that these are the things that he has received. Answer depend back to the petitioner, Puna Gugoi retired from service, construction such that my lord will take para 6. Para 6, we are very clear that he will be governed by my lord, the new pension scheme. Well, this communication, my lord, this my lord, the finance department has to clarify this. This is their communication, my lord. Yes, my lord, but still, my lord, applicable to us, but we cannot, my lord, clarify it. In their affidavit, they have not denied me, lord. They have not denied me. Yeah, well.